Humans called it the drift. It wasn't a spaceship, not a message, but a rippling tear in Saturn as outermost ring-an artificial distortion pulsing with an alien rhythm that telescopes barely understood. Every civilization in the Solar Alliance, human and non-human, debated what to do, but it was a human team: astronauts, engineers, scientists, even a poet who stepped up. Because where others hesitated, humans itched to explore. The news cycle called them reckless. Earth called them heroes. The tension was real. What waited on the other side could be a trap, a grave, a new frontier, nothing at all. Eva looked at the only non-human aboard, Xylan, an insectoid ambassador whose civilization feared the drift more than war. Xylan's antennae quivered. Humans are peculiar, fearful, yet obsessed with discovery. But the ones flying out to the drift called themselves a family. Commander Eva Serrano watched her crew from the shuttle's cramped viewing port, the curve of Saturn swallowing the stars. Final checks. This is it. We jump, or we fade into history as cowards. The crew's laughter was half nerves, half pride. They weren't the best Earth had. There were better pilots, better geneticists, sharper diplomats, but they were the ones who volunteered. The child said nothing, just reached for her hand. Against protocol, Eva held it. Pain lanced her mind a vision of planetary disaster, the extinction of a people who failed to connect. Eva staggered, but held on. The path opened. Their ship Orpheus threaded the glimmering ice, closing in on the breach. Alien tech or a test? Nobody knew. Malik's mind ran wild with math. Xylan solved a logic gate with an emotional plea. This is not a test of knowledge, Malik realized, but of character. Just at the opening pulsed exactly once every 24 hours, as if waiting for a specific heartbeat. At the halfway mark, the path split. One corridor led toward light and ease, the other into shadow with warnings of risk and sacrifice. Most species, Xylan explained, took the easy route and vanished. But humans, you always choose the hard way. Why? Time's up, muttered Dr. Malik, eyes flicking over quantum readings. Jaw set. That's the job, Eva grinned. Besides, you came too. Xylan replied, because you would not let me miss it. The drift collapsed behind them as they exited, Saturn blazing at their backs. No gold medals awaited, only the silent awe of those who watched their return. They had to make a decision. Save 1,000,000 strangers, or one beloved crewmate. You have passed, the structure whispered in every voice. You are worthy of what we could not be, stewards of hope. The system tried to break them, but the crew worked together, refusing the binary, hacking the scenario to save both. Nora's poem broadcast into the code, tricked the system into creating a third path. They hit the breach. Light warped, gravity melted and reformed. Suddenly the ship stood in a colossal chamber, metal and glass, but organic somehow, every surface humming with logic and memory. Poet Nora whispered fragments for her audio log, trying to capture awe and syllables. Xylan, twitching, recognized glyphs on the wall. This is a test, he said, set by a civilization older than memory. The room shifted. A pathway unfurled. Their comms crackled. No stars outside. It's just endless shifting structures, like a dream or a machine imagining itself. First contact? The crew fanned out. Dr. Malik ran diagnostics. Every 5 minutes, a new challenge. Puzzles in physics and empathy. Memories surfacing, not just data, but emotion. The loss of family, the terror of failure. At one point, a holographic child blocked their way. Eva bent, meeting its eyes. Are you real? Obstacles grew stranger. They rebuilt the shuttle from parts scavenged in the structure, each new function learned by trial and error. Hours passed. Sleep deprivation gnawed. The air turned cold. They lost gravity, then regained it. Eva shrugged, voice thin from stress and hope. Because the hard way changes you, makes you worthy. So they chose the shadow path. The last challenge was brutal. A simulation of Earth in flames, overrun by war, disease, and climate collapse. The alien intelligence finally revealed itself not a being, but an idea, a record of a lost species that failed this test millennia ago. Orpheus reformed around them, now brimming with alien knowledge, clean energy, medicines, blueprints for cities that grew like gardens. Eva turned to her crew. Ready for what comes next. No hesitation. Always.